What up? What up, YouTube? Now, I'm just Tyson Math. I'm just here telling you what's been going on in life. Like, to be honest with you, I'm starting to think about, like, doing more content work and, like, more God takes and more YouTube work and changing my music up. I'm actually at the end of, like, finishing it because I'm just going to skip over the videos and just do some freestyle videos, and then I'm done with my rapping. I'm gonna build up something different and like make different type of rap music and more better music for your spirit and all that, and more peaceful music. Like, if you ever heard the God Take 17, you'll understand what I mean. Listen to that one of my playlists, the God Take 17. It will show you what I'm talking about. But we finna take it to a different level and like actually work on the peace part, because I listen to my music, it's so street and it's so gangster and like all about like selling drugs and all that, and I'm starting to realize I don't want to talk about that stuff no more. I just don't want to do it no more. I just don't want to rap about that stuff the way I used to no more. I just want to change it up, and I'm realizing like I don't even live that type of life no more, so what am I still rapping about it like I'm out there living it still? So like I'm thinking about like changing up everything and doing a new way to find a new way to survive in life with this music and finding like different avenues to do with it. Like, we're about to do God music. No, it's not gospel music. I'm calling it God's music because that's what it's really aimed for. It's really to help people to get to the Lord, and I'm about to start making music like that, and music with a lot of this ain't even gonna have bad words in it. The whole next mixtape might not even have not one bad word in it. And that's the way it's starting to go right now for the next mixtape. But I'm starting like to change up things and rethink things over. Like I literally got one more thing to do, a couple freestyle videos, and then I'm done with my rapping. And let me remind you, before you say, "Oh, you're gonna do some freestyle videos and then you're gonna quit it," what do you mean you're gonna do freestyle videos about gangster stuff first and then quit? Just know this: I got so much songs I can go to a producer or like a video dude, like someone that shoots videos, and be like, "You pick the song out to shoot." That's how much songs I got. I got like over 700, around that much, I think. I got a lot of music out. So I'm trying to change it up and find different ways to redo it and reprogram it and make sure it gets to people better. And I really just want to switch up the game and all that. And like, I just don't want to rap about this stuff no more. I just don't want to make gangster rap. Like, I ain't got no problem with the gangster rappers in the world now, cause I can't control someone and be like, you should stop making gangster rap, bro. I can say that to someone, but all they can do is either listen or not listen to it. And also, like, I'm about to get back on like listening to like more of less carnal music, meaning like stuff like New Breed and Divine the Artist and Leon the Servant. But also, I come here to talk about like the Pass the Dow thing. Like, I feel like this Pass the Dow thing is starting to get brought to a different level it doesn't need to be brought to. And what I mean is this, right? We should all leave him alone. Now, I'm not saying leave him alone because we lost the battle. That's not why I'm saying leave him alone. I messed up on that. I meant to say I'm not saying leave him alone. Yeah, I said that right. Yeah, I'm not saying leave him alone because we lost the battle, because we won that battle. I'm not about New Breed and Rango TV. They won that battle. Rango TV Reactions, they won that battle. And like, especially like you, Rango, like, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not saying, yo, dog, you doing it all wrong, because you destroyed that man. I'm telling you, destroyed that man. Especially you and Newbie destroyed that man. And that's what he got. But I feel like the more you make content about Dow, the more everyone else makes content about Dow, Mr. Rango. Because you're the one that does it the most. I'm not telling you you're doing a bad thing, because you just defending what you stand for, and I understand that. But I'm just saying, like, the more you do that, the more everyone does it, and now we're starting to get to the point. A lot of people are just talking about that all the time. They're talking about that all the time. I make these things called the God tapes, where I take people's videos and put them in giant playlists for the world to see, because I know how it feels to follow the wrong people who ain't teaching God right, and sit there and realize, damn, I went to the wrong group. Where do I go now? That's why I made the God tapes. And the more I hear about this pastor down, the more it's pastor down this, pastor down this. It's starting to look like, basically, it's starting to look like we messing up with it, because it's just like, why do we need to have these many conversations about Dow? Why is everyone's ears on what Dow does? Why does that really even matter anymore? New Breed and Rango TV, y'all won the battle. Y'all got Pastor Ruckus on one of y'all videos, embarrassed the man. Y'all won that battle. The man that had his white tuck in my hand, y'all even had segments of that. Y'all won that battle. Let's leave him alone. But the last thing, like, also the last video New Breed made, like, I don't blame New Breed for making that video. And the reason why I don't blame him for making that video is because Pastor Dow, he offered money for if it fails. But you gotta remember, New Breed, I know more people inside the world that don't have $3,000 than have $3,000. So if he said if he said a rack, then you gotta let him do that. You said 3 racks, right? I might have said that wrong. 3,000, like 3 racks. I meant, if he said a rack, then you gotta let him bet a rack. That's what he said, though. Because that's like saying, bet more money. He go, why? And do you really think he's gonna respond? That's probably why you made a video, because you already knew he wasn't gonna respond. But if he had that coming, he should have never put that money in it. But now, let's try to leave this man alone and get back to the content work that we need to get to, and only teaching that. Let's get back to showing people how to stack money and all that, and also the land you guys are building. Let's get back into that. That's actually get into, like, using what we're on this earth to do, is teach the Lord's lessons and teach the Bible. Let's get back more to that, because this Pastor Down thing has been brought too far. And if he says anything else, just don't listen to it. Just don't listen to it. He can't win the battle. He lost. He knows he lost. Straight Wade and probably lost people to it. And this is why I'm really saying he lost. Like, it was a label I built with my friend. It's called OTM Records. Now, I'm not gonna say the person's name, because we ain't out here to, like, embarrass people and put people's names on blast. But one of those friends, he wanted it. Every woman I talked to, he wanted to talk to. Every girl I talked to, he wanted to make sure to sabotage what I said for he can get the girl. Now, and for that, I started realizing, like, why am I your friend for? And this was a real dude that did have my back, though. But the Bible says to be fruitful. So what am I doing chilling with you? Are you trying to stop me from being fruitful? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and our friendship is, like, changed forever. I don't even call him no more. I don't even care what he has to say no more. And it's all because of that he wanted to take every woman from me. And this was a good friend. And, like, besides, he had a woman taking problem, basically. And besides that, like, he had my back. Every time something popped off, he was there right by my side. If I fought, it was 2 against 1, like, on that type of friendship. And, like, we was friends since high school. But once I realized every girl I talked to, he wanted to go talk to and sabotage what I say, why am I his friend no more? And why am I still on this OTM thing with him on it? So I changed the name to OTMTX now. And that's what we about to change the name to, honestly, because I don't want to be on the same label with him no more. And I don't want no parts of what he has. And that's because he tried to talk to every woman I try to talk to. And what I'm trying to say by saying this, now you see the way, it's soon I realized that it's like friends, nah, enemies. And that's after a history of, we went to school together, we went to Madison together. And people in Boston know where Madison Park is at. But we went to Madison together. And it's like, I just don't want to be cool with him no more. And it's kind of like, that's what happens when you try to mess with someone's girl, or try to mess up someone's game, or try to make sure to clown someone out so you can raise yourself out. People don't want nothing to do with you. And look what Pastor Dow did. He tried to take that man's wife, and did take that man's wife. Now I bet you there's people that didn't watch that and walked out of Straightway Church. I know for sure. I ain't bringing my girl there. I ain't be like, hey baby, you want to go to Straightway? Come on, girl. They were down. Let my girl say, let's go to Straightway Church. We might break up that day. Because I ain't bringing it, because I might not know a whole bunch about the situation, but I understand it's not safe to bring your woman around him. The world understand that now. He done lost fans. He done violated. And then he can't even say sorry for it. But when King Solomon did that and sent that man to war and took that man's wife and told the Lord sorry, I ain't saying the whole story, but I tell you what though, I'll definitely put it inside the link for you can read it all. I'll put it in the description for you can read it. Because that's what I'm doing now too though. I'm putting stories inside the description, like Bible parts. So basically every time I teach the Bible, all my parts will be inside the description. Now I will add on to them, but back to what I'm saying. When Solomon took that man's wife, right? He told the Lord sorry, and all the Lord said was, all you had to do was ask me if you wanted more wives. So we sitting there, and you sitting there, Mr. Down, and can't even ask for forgiveness for none of it. You can't even say sorry, you was wrong. You gotta understand, you so on this proud boy, then you gotta understand. You need to say sorry for what you do, and you too, Rollo. Especially for the fact that you was trying to set them up. Even if you wasn't trying to set up New Breed and Rango TV reactions, you did it anyways, because there's only one way that white boy knew where to go to. New Breed wasn't giving it out. Rango TV reactions wasn't giving it out. So who else gave that shit out? I'm sorry, Rollo and Rango, their names sound like, but I'm talking about Forelli and Rollo when I say this part though. Like, you need to just say sorry. You never know. They might not let you back in, but they might be like, man, we can probably give this brother another chance. Like, it might not be a chance like that, but they might be like, man, maybe we can still keep watching this brother. He did say sorry for that. I bet you that's all you need to say. Like, because regardless, you were wrong for that. They didn't know that man was coming, and you brought that man along. But back to this Dow thing, like, we all need to just stop talking about Dow. Like, I don't even feel comfortable saying this stuff because I don't want to talk bad about no one no more. I think we all as content creators need to get back to making the content. Like I said, Mr. Rango and Mr. Newbury, I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying, like, we need to get off this Dow thing, because this Dow thing has been brought to another level, because it's starting to turn into a war. And this is what I mean, war, because I used to watch those people and the people on roads and all that. I used to see like GMS beef with IUK and IUCK. You get what I'm saying? I used to watch them beef with each other and see how that solved nothing. And that's what we are doing with Rango TV. When I say we, I'm talking about all the content creators. We sitting there making video after video. Why talk about Rango TV when there's so many different lessons you can talk about right now that help people out? Why do people need to keep knowing about, I messed up, why you need to talk about Straightway Church and pass it down when there's so many lessons in life you can use to help people out? We need to start talking about different things and making solutions for people to survive in life. Like the one that we need to start talking about is raising money up and what we can do to make that more easier. Like we need to change up the way we talking about this man. And that man don't know no type of respect. He's sitting there and talking about, I bet you New Breed's thing won't even build up. I bet you the land that they building, it won't even work at all. Now, what type of man or God is going to wish that on any person that's trying to do it to help their community? Even if you guys are enemies or whatever you guys are, what type of man is going to wish that? And that's the type of man y'all want to keep talking about and keep bringing into y'all thing? Like I said, it's not a diss. It's just because it needs to happen. Because when I make God tapes, I take a lot of people's videos and put them into my playlist. So basically, God tapes are basically a big playlist. I put a lot of people's videos into my playlist and all that. So all I'm saying is, like, when I do that and keep seeing another video about Pastor Dow, another video about Pastor Dow, another video about Pastor Dow, it starts to look annoying, especially when it's been like 3 to 2 months and we still out here talking about this man. Like, that just leave this man alone. We all know that man was wrong. We know what that man did. He violated code. Once you try to take someone's wife, people don't respect you no more. Once you try to take someone's girl, people don't respect you no more. People don't want to mess with you no more. People don't even want to mess with the girl that said, baby, I'm going with him. He don't even want to mess with that girl no more. Like, when my ex cheated on me, I stopped caring about everything. I didn't care who she cheated on me with. She told me she was with Jadakiss. I told her, go be with Jadakiss and ask him for money. Don't ask me no more. Go ask Jadakiss, because he got more money than me and he should be able to help you out a lot better than I can. That's what I told her. I'm not even, and you see the way I'm not even saying names though? You see the way I didn't say, well, Shanique or Zaquan, because that's not her name. You see the way I'm just leaving her name out of it? Because I don't want beef no more, and that's the way we got to start getting in. Like, we got to start teaching about things that need to be taught. I'm talking about including myself. So therefore, when people say, you just got up on it, this is one of your first videos, you only got including myself, including myself. But we got to stop this nonsense though, because it's starting to get way too out of hand with all this passed down information, and it looks like a beef. It's starting to look like GMS versus IUC, beefs like that. It's starting to look like Christian group versus Christian group. That's what it's starting to look like. Honestly, it's starting to look like straightway church versus the content creators, and that's something we don't need. We're supposed to be up there teaching God that those fools want to be idiots, and let them be idiots. If you don't like them, then let them. Straightway is destroyed. Even if it has people there, people ain't looking at straightway the same no more. I'm telling you that. Especially men. Men ain't looking at straightway the same no more. A bunch of men, now the ones who are looking at the same, they probably just fools. Because you're going to sit there and let some man, and you see the way I said, we shouldn't even talk about it, but now I can't. The only thing I can say is you're going to sit there and let some man that would take someone's wife preach to you and tell you how to live life? Really? You see what I mean? Like, and then we going to keep giving this man the time and day? We making this man famous like Diddy and all, we making him famous like Diddy and TV Jakes. We are making him famous like that. That's why we need to stop. We are sitting here making this man the most famous man in the world off of doing this shit. And that's why we need to stop doing this. And we need to get back to our God work and actually get back to teaching it, and instead of making all these sermons about Pastor Dow. All I'm saying to the content creators, right? The more sermons you make about Pastor Dow, all you doing is giving him more of a face than yourself. That is all you doing. You are giving him more of a face than yourself. You're giving him a bigger platform. You're giving people a reason to look him up. That's all you are doing when all y'all content creators talk about Pastor Dow. You're making him a famous superstar, and you're bringing people to his videos, because people are eventually going to look up what Straightway is, and now Straightway got 3 million views while you only got 12,000 views, or maybe even 1,200 views. or 12 views in all. You see what I'm saying? We sitting there giving this man the time and day all the time. And that's why I really tell you, Rango TV reactions. That's why I really tell you, because you make the longest ones about him. And then, like I said, I'm not coming at you. I'm not telling you, dog, you was wrong and Pastor Dow was right. He lost the battle. He lost. You heard me say the whole video, he lost the battle. And that's really what we need to do, to be honest with you. We sit there and talk about this and talk about Pastor Dow. When are we going to talk about Yahweh Shai, Jesus? Like, when we going to put his name more out there? Like when we going, I'm talking about including myself. So before you say, what are you doing? Including myself. Like, when are we going to read Matthews and make videos about it? But I can tell you, I read the Bible every day now. I can tell you that, though. I read the Bible every day now, because sometimes I go on YouTube and I can't see nothing but everything about Pastor Dow. But like I said, when are we gonna go on YouTube and start teaching more about the books in the Bible? Like, why can't we do more sermons about that type of stuff? Stories on Matthew and stories on Luke and stories on Timothy. And don't you know that the Timothy is only like 6 chapters long? And all the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Johns are all short chapters to read. Don't you know that they don't take forever to read? And the funny thing is, right, people always say they don't have time to read the Bible. The one thing we always forget, right, the New Testament is way shorter than the Old Testament. Way shorter. And sometimes it's easier book to read. A lot of times the New Testament is easier to read. Now, you sitting there getting high and doing everything wrong, it might be hard to read, because when you read it and you hear Jesus talk, you're going to realize he's talking straight to you about it. But that's how his words are, though. And that's honestly what we need to work on, is stuff like that. We need to work on, like, praise and stuff. And it's like I said, the story about King David and how he took that man's wife, I'm finna put it in the description tomorrow. And the reason why I say tomorrow, because I'm finna to study it for 2 days. So tonight and also tomorrow, I'm finna to study that story, for therefore I can put the parts inside the description for you can go read it yourselves and all that. Because that's how I'm gonna start doing it from now on. I'm finna look up my verses and make sure to put them all through the description. Sometimes I might just put a book in the Bible to read. Like, a matter of fact, read Matthew. I can tell you to read Matthew, because I read the whole story of Matthew. But so read Matthew. Read Psalms. I can definitely tell you to read Psalms. I used to read Psalms every single day. When you have demons in your life, read Psalms. And when them demons keep on coming, call upon the name of Jesus. Yahweh Shai. If you don't know his name or know what to call him, the Son of the Lord. Because they hate when you call upon that name. You know what I do when I think demons is trying to scare me? They be like, what are you doing, sir? I'm here to scare you. And I'll be like, I come here with Jesus and the Son of the Lord. I come in the name of God, the one that made Michael the archangel stronger than you, and all the angels in heaven that threw you out. I come in their name. I come in the name of the Holy One, and you are leaving this house today, and you are leaving. You will not destroy my life. You will leave. And also, like, I got this from Mark the Messenger. It's like I said, I got this from Mark the Messenger, but also I didn't realize this on my own thing with it too. Like, did you know when you help out homeless people, the Lord will help you? And sometimes you don't even got to help out a homeless person. Yeah, if you ain't God like that, pray for the man. And if you're not sure if that's a demon you are praying for, you know what you say? This is what I say. This is what I say. Lord, if you're supposed to help that person, Lord, if it's possible for to say this, to help this person, can you please help this person? If I'm right to say help this person, but please do it, Lord. And I pray for homeless people all the time. I might have said that wrong because I'm getting really excited about this. I'm still new to making videos like this. So it's going to take me a couple tries to really get to it. But back to what I was saying, though. Like, you got to call upon the Lord's name, though. That's the main thing you gotta do in life. You gotta call upon the Lord's name, because some of us, we sit there and watch these videos on YouTube all the time, watch these videos on YouTube and be like, I don't need to read the Bible. I got YouTube. No, you need to read the Bible. But I can tell you this, it's like I've been saying, if you don't like to read, your phone can download the app for you. You can get the King James version, you can get the new version, you can get the Marvel Universe version. You get what I'm saying about the Bible. They got every single version online for free. For free. The Bible is free on your phone, and your phone can read it to you. And that's the real thing we got to get back to. And just like I said, inside the description tomorrow, I'm finna have some more verses in this. But you got to give me a day, because like I said, I'm finna study tonight, but I'm mostly gonna study tomorrow though. Tomorrow's gonna be my big day. Actually looking through this story again, if I can actually put it in there, because I haven't read that story about David in a hot minute. About how he took that man's wife and told the Lord sorry. See, and that's how long I haven't read it in, so I had to reread it. And I will admit that I do gotta reread it. But I can tell you this though, it's gonna be inside the description tomorrow night. Maybe Wednesday, because I will admit I'm going to be working tomorrow, and I'm probably going to be tired, because when I say tomorrow, I'm talking about 3 o'clock in the morning I'm going to be working at. Like, as soon as it hits 1:30, I'm out this house and on my way to work. If I can go work at 3 o'clock in the morning, I got a big job to do. So if it is not on there tomorrow, it's going to be on there at least Wednesday, definitely Wednesday. Definitely Wednesday. But that's how I'm gonna start doing it now, and I'm even thinking about like not rapping no more, because rap music hasn't really got me to the place I really want to be. It's all about killing and being a gangster, cause that's the type of music I made, and I'm just not happy with it no more. So I'm finna get on some new spiritual music and all that. Yes, I'm building a record label up. Because I'd rather give someone else a shot to rap that now. Because, like, I just don't want to do it no more. But back to what I was saying. Let's get back to actually teaching this words and all that. I gave you a couple books to read and all that, all through the Bible. It's like I said, I'm going to put some verses and scriptures inside of this video tomorrow. But we got to stop this nonsense with Pastor Down, though. We really do. We got to move on. If the man want to look crazy and say this about everyone, let him look crazy. Don't you know, if he keeps talking about people and no one responds, the only thing it's going to do is make him look crazy. And then eventually he going to think, maybe I am crazy. Because he definitely sound crazy to me, sitting there wishing bad on New Breed's land that he got. Even if you don't like New Breed, you ain't got to wish that. He's doing that to help people. You gonna wish that on that? Like, this nigga, excuse my language. I just said this nigga, but I really don't count the N-word as a bad word. The reason why, because to me, this means black person. I'm just being honest with you. This means, now, if I said F and B this and B that and C that and F this and the S word, then that's bad words. But to me, the N-word never really been a bad word like that to me. I'm just being honest about it. But back to what I was saying, though, like, we got to get off this whole down thing and really get back to preaching these messages, though. Like, why don't we all read 1st and 2nd Kings? Because that's probably exactly what the story is at. I got to reread it in, because I haven't read Kings in a long time. I will admit that I haven't read 1st and 2nd Kings or studied that book in a long time, and that's what I'm finna do next. 1st and 2nd Kings. Because it's time for me to read about David and hear more about that. But I definitely know, because I be studying them. But it's time for us all, including myself, and like I said, including myself, to get up on doing more peaceful things and using our words to help people and show people how to live life more better and all that, including myself. And I'm sorry if I sound nervous in this video. Like I said, I'm still new to this. I'm still new to doing content work like this. So you got to give me time to really get used to how to get it done and all that. But like I said, I would like it if we all just forgot about Pastor Dow. That's all, forget about him. That's all, forget about him. Newbury said, I ain't going to respond to him again if he ain't got money. If he ain't got money, ain't no reason to respond. So let's forget about him. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let him look crazy on his own. Let him look crazy on his own. And always remember, we sitting there and we don't even know. Some of our spirits are doing this for vengeance. But who does vengeance belong to? Not you. Who does vengeance belong to? The Lord. If he's really that bad, now you know the Lord gonna handle it. No bad deed will go unpunished. And every lie will be exposed. I know I ain't say the verse word for word, but you get what I'm saying? That's straight from the Bible. Like a false witness shall not bear. I'm trying to memorize how it is. A false witness shall be caught on everything they do. That's basically what it says. And it's like I said, I'm still new to this content work. I'm still really starting to get into it. But please, my brothers, my sisters, let's get on new things. Let's teach about what the rainbow really means. Like did you know the reason why you see rainbows inside the sky is because that's a promise from God to tell you that he'll never flood the earth ever again. Did you know that? And you want to know what chapter I learned that from? Genesis. Like, did you know, like, in life, now, and this is another lesson I got to teach, right? If you got a friend, this is for my guys, and even some of the ladies, but mostly the guys. I'm a man, and I can really only teach the man about this. If you got a friend that's always trying to take the women from you, and always trying to make sure that you the laughing stock in front of women, stop chilling with them. Leave them alone. Just cut them off and don't ever see them again. Your life would be so much better. Your life will be so much better. But amen, y'all. We out of here. It's like I said, tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah. It's like I said, tomorrow or Wednesday, this video will have my scriptures in it, the books to read in it, inside the description. Tomorrow or Wednesday. Not tonight, but tomorrow or Wednesday. I got y'all. Because that's how I'm going to start doing it. Like I said, I'm still new to it. And like I've been saying the whole video, including myself, we need to get on teaching more better things. And like, because some of us do got it, like church life. Like, we need to get like Mark the Messenger, basically. To be honest with you, we need to get like Mark the Messenger. Meaning, like, I'm not talking about the tone whiteboard thing, but we need to start teaching and leave all these bad people alone for once in a while. Let these people do bad. The Lord gonna judge them. What they doing is so damn bad, then the Lord is gonna judge them. So that's just let them do bad. It's like I said, we out of here. Let's get like Mark the Messenger, and that's leave Pastor Dow alone and teach some lessons, guys. Peace. We out of here. OTM Records. OTMTX. That's the name of the new label we starting to build up. OTMTX.